It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where my sunshine meets your laughter. What song was that?
Who's Sunshine?
It's called There's a Small Hotel. Frank Sinatra used to sing in this song,
Did he?
actually.
I remember he used to go in the back room.
My
sunshine meets your laughter.
Who's Sunshine?
Mine.
Slick. His Sunshine.
Mine.
He's going to go, oh, that's outrageous.
Mine. What's wrong with that? Because it's not a word. It's not a sentence. Where my sunshine meets your laugh. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. What's the matter? You don't like that?
Yeah. It's because you are not a ray of sunshine.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not a ray of sunshine.
I mean, yesterday it was a ray of sunshine.
Because I wasn't here.
You were here. That was what? I didn't even notice. Oh no, I did notice.
So let me get this.
Taking a hold.
Hold on a second. Let me get this right. You're saying that I'm not a ray of sunshine?
It's just a different feel.
Vinny's shaking his head no.
No, it's just a different. Sorry, I'm doing something here.
Oh.
It's already something.
I thought you got any consensus over there.
It says a feel. I ain't touching you. What are you talking about?
As in like the vibe, just the overall.
Slick talks and Vinny shakes his head. They could do a whole ventriloquist act is all I can tell you.
No, don't change the subject here. We're going to get to the bottom of this. So let me get this right. When I'm in the building, you're sensing a sense of roughness? It's a little too rough for you?
I guess it's a sense of rough.
A little intense?
A little cup half full. A little.
That's good.
Even though I have it right, it's still not right. Type feel.
Ah.
There's a guy who sees a cup half full and drink and says, it's all gone now.
Wow.
First of all, let me try to explain something to you, Lucy. You guys do a phenomenal job. I know that half of the people I know in my personal life cannot do what you guys do. I know people in this industry who shall remain nameless, who think they know, don't know, and cannot do half of the things that you guys do. Okay, that's the first thing. But the bottom line is really simple. I noticed that when you guys overcome an obstacle, you sort of slick back. You know, you slick back. The Vincenzo's doing his thing. It's sort of copacetic, no issues, easy does it, easy peasy, right? So what begins to happen, Lenny, the musician guy here, he sees that. He says, oh, I guess easy's the way to go. My son will tell you he was a great ball player, and I pushed him harder than anybody else. Because when you have talents, you have to bring it. You can't just say, that's it, we got to go. See, you, on the other hand, you like changing everything.
Everything all day long.
And
100%.
they like that. They like it when you change this and you change that. Except him. He don't like change. They like change.
I like change because you know what? Change is good sometimes. And I got to tell you, if I hear the word pivot one more time, I think it should be taken out of the dictionary for the year 2020.
Pivot?
I'm done with pivot. Unless you're doing a fashion show and you're actually pivoting on some spectacular stilettos. Other than that, pivot no longer exists for me.
You say, I love women in stilettos.
I like to pivot in my
close those down
I
too.
like to pivot in my shoes, but I am no
Oh,
longer
that was
pivoting your
closed down too.
business. We are growing business. And I was talking to somebody today, a digital marketing company, and she said there was a podcast yesterday all on pivoting. I go, I'm done pivoting. You pivoted in March, we've pivoted in April. We may have pivoted in May and June, but by August, September, we should no longer be pivoting. We should be growing businesses and redesigning businesses and reinventing businesses and repurposing businesses. No more pivot. We are growing and doing.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because Slick says, I'm the half-empty cup.
Slick, you still pivoting? As in everyone was pivoting their business back in March and May. If I heard pivot one more time, I'm done with pivoting.
Yeah, true. Like, they should get to, get the ball rolling. There's
No more pivot. You get the ball rolling. Going and rolling.
Yeah, but today you did 2 productions.
That's not pivoting. That's growth.
A1 perfect.
That's not pivot. That's growth. Exactly.
A1 perfect. You're not surprised.
You gotta love Slick.
That's because the glass is half full.
Wait till you see the picture Chetty puts on our Instagram of what our freezer looks like at the Brooklyn
I'm
Cafe.
afraid to ask.
I
what that
open the
is.
freezer and I go, Teddy, this is so picture worthy.
Oh, is that
My
what-
mother would be proud.
Is that what?
It's a little spring breakage in our freezer. We're just missing the ice. Other than that, we're all good. The one thing that's not in our freezer is ice. I know.
well,
I
it-
leave you
It
speechless.
requires putting water in the cubes.
Oh no, that ice is there.
and freezing it.
I meant the big bag of ice, getting ready for Friday.
Well, it's not Friday yet.
Exactly. So we got some time.
I'm still in the quandary. I'm half empty. Me, of all people, half empty.
You're not half empty. You're half full.
It's
a
the
matter
same
of se-
difference.
It's a matter of semantics, right, Melissa? Semantics. Not half empty. You are half full.
It's the same difference.
Is it though? Is it the same, Lenny?
Isn't it half being optimism? Is the half full is optimism, and pessimism is half empty,
Thank you
right?
very much.
I don't even
Pretty
know what
simple.
the word pessimism
Yes, you
is.
do.
I don't even think about pessimism.
Well, good. Then you're optimistic. That's great.
Well, let me ask every.
I think it's just water to you. Just water, you drink it, like, there you go. That's water.
Let me ask you, Vinny, because you're one of the more intelligent people
I am.
in the group between you and Mr. Slick over there. Let me ask you your opinion. Am I allowed to say, Vinny, you did a great job today?
Okay, go for it.
And am I allowed to say, Vinny, you could do even a better job tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Is that half full or half empty?
I think one or another. Depends how you see it.
No, but give me one answer. Is that half full or half empty?
I think just water.
And
It's just water.
Slick, how would you answer that? Half full or half empty?
That would be half full because I'm like, because I know I can do better, even though I did a little better. As in like, Kobe recipe. So he can do better even though he dropped 6 in there. So I know I can do better.
So I'm half full.
So it all depends on the time of the day.
No, I think I got a better analogy. I got a better analogy for Freddie.
Wow.
You know what say like eating lemons? He sees the lemons, he throws it, gets an orange instead, says, I like orange better.
Interesting. It's a whole new
What the
perception.
hell did you do yesterday?
I warned you, didn't I?
And
I
this
guess
is
the
brought
warning
to you
didn't
by
come-
Psycho 101. Call me
I
at
guess the
1-800
warning
call
didn't
the priest.
come strongly enough. The girls, even you saw the girls' face today, right?
They're all telling me the same thing.
Which is what? You're an orange on a lemon?
No, they're telling me that I'm bringing the rain to the parade.
Is that what they told you? I guarantee you, Teddy and Val did not tell you that.
Yes, they did. They
no
said it in
way.
so many other words.
Never would they say that to you. Slick? Yeah. Teddy and Val? Would never.
Wow. You think-
Teddy, did you say anything to him? She doesn't even know what's happening. She
I don't know
said.
what's happening either, but I'm going to be sitting in the back from now on. I'm
Anyway, welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe on a wonderful wellness. I'm just going to stick with Wonderful Wednesday. We're not doing well. We are doing wellness later. We've got Leslie Carmen from Carmen Care Cell Rejuvenation joining us on the 1 o'clock hour. But for now, we got Bombshell in the house. We got Bombshell. Welcome, Melissa. Do we have Billy on the line yet? I don't know.
Well, let's bring Billy over.
It's Billy.
He may be frozen.
Hey,
unless
Billy,
he's
you
not
frozen?
moving.
Of course he is.
He's frozen. Oh, you see the position? Show that again.
He's
Look
so
at the
smart.
position he's in. Put him back up. Look at that.
He's
That's like
so.
a Gatorade commercial right
Hey,
there,
that's kind
baby.
of cool. I wonder what his family crest is he's got hanging there.
Oh yeah, he'll tell you all about
That's
it.
cool.
That's kind of cool, right?
He's
wouldn't,
brilliant
I'm not
and
gonna
he's
talk
good with
anymore.
technology. I don't know why he would
Really,
be
what does he
stuck.
And our technology is pretty simple,
That's what I'm thinking. I
right?
don't-
Name, code, join call.
Right.
What does he do with
But maybe he
technology?
doesn't
What's
have
his
Wi-Fi.
special area?
No,
in it?
he's just brilliant with anything to do with music, technology,
Ooh.
Yeah, he is. He's really good.
Well,
Other
while
stuff
we're waiting
maybe
for him
not
to
so
log in, tell us about you. Tell us about Bombshell.
Where do I look?
You can look.
Anywhere?
The camera
Camera,
is
wherever
over
you
there.
Okay. Well, Bombshell is a band, South Florida-based band, started by Billy and Joe, and they found me, and we play all over, everywhere from Stewart down to Isla Morada and everywhere in between. And
you
this,
saw her
yeah, this young man saw us at Johnny Brown's.
with Johnny
Did
Brown.
she say Billy Joe?
Yeah.
No, I said Billy and Joe.
I heard Billy Joe.
Although Billy Joel's
He should come
guitar
with the
player
warning
played
label,
on
Marissa.
stage
I'm
with
so
us.
sorry, Melissa.
Really?
Now,
We were
I'm
at
gonna tell you,
Lou's.
I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Oh boy.
Billy Joe is touring the country, and he's stopping people in the streets with a piano. You seen this thing?
No?
They have a piano in the truck, and they
Play.
take it out, and they meet guys and girls, and like guys are hanging out, and he starts playing with them. So don't be surprised. Billy doesn't ever show up here.
Yeah, they were here for New Year's Eve. I think it was 2 years ago, and we were at Lulu's Bait Shack in Fort Lauderdale Beach, and his guitar player and his family were walking downstairs, and they heard us. So they came upstairs, and he got on stage and played with us. We have some
Wow.
video. Yeah, really cool guy, totally laid back. It was really. We have a video. I don't know where Billy is, but we have a video of Billy and him like jamming together. It was really cool.
And I got to, somebody posted one of your songs, somebody who follows the show. And I said, Bombshell. I says, boy, we could use a bombshell here. No pun intended. Mr. Slick. I said,
Come
we
on,
use a
fun
bombshell.
guy.
Billy disconnected. Tell
Billy,
me.
try again.
She's like, I don't know.
I could FaceTime him and put him like right next to me.
But we need to put them on the
I know.
system. But I saw it and I heard the song, and I sent it to her. I sent it to you, right? She says, yeah, we were sweating that day.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
How often do you sing at Johnny Brown's?
We're there once a month.
And are they open? Are they back in open for business?
They are, and it used to be we would play 9 to 1, and they would close at 1, and now because of everything going on, now it's 6 to 10, so the sun is like beaming in.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're really great about keeping like the masks. They make sure everybody wears them. The tables are far apart. They don't allow a certain amount of people. They're really good with that.
and everyone
following
stands
rules.
outside Johnny Brown's and listens to the music.
Yeah.
And that's the one
Across the
thing.
street now, this stand.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, every time, when we're on stage, we just kind of get like the front view. But every now and again, I'll turn around and I see people dancing, and I'll sing to the people outside by the train tracks. It's a great place.
Do you have a rotation that you're different places on a Friday and Saturday, or it's
Every weekend's different. So like next Friday, we're down in Isla Morada at Lorelei. I don't know if you've ever been down there. But we play pretty well. Before this happened, we played every Friday and Saturday. But now because of the pandemic, a lot of things have gotten canceled. There's
Mr.
Billy. There's
Hey, I
Billy.
made it.
Hey, you made it. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too.
We're just talking
Don't let me
about
interrupt you.
where you're playing.
Yes, continue, Melissa.
Oh, thank you, Billy. So, a lot of our gigs have gotten canceled, unfortunately, but we're very, very grateful for the gigs that we do have. Pretty much every weekend we play one night. Sometimes we're off on both, but it's hopefully going to gear back up.
It's getting there. There's a lot more there's more traffic I see driving around Boca del Rey in August than I have seen in 20 years that I've lived here.
Yeah.
I think people didn't leave, or they're finally now able to get out of the house. And it's just as much traffic getting here this morning as it is in high season, which
Yeah.
is interesting.
And I think music, for a lot of people, at least a lot of people that come to see us, live music is so healing. I was telling him it's almost like therapy.
Yes.
So people, the minute that they feel like they can go out, they're like, where are you playing? Where are you guys going to be? And you can almost see it in their faces. Like a lot of people, they're sitting on the chairs or their stools, but they're bopping around, and you can just see that it's like a lighter feeling. So I think it's great that we get to play. I'm sure Billy would agree. We love it. We are hams on stage. We don't even, it's hilarious.
How long have you all worked together?
Go ahead, Billy.
We've been playing together now a little over 5 years.
Very nice.
And
What's your favorite music?
Oh, boy.
Now, before you answer that question, I don't want you. When you talk, I don't want you to listen to this because I'm going to ask you the same question, and it doesn't have to be the same. What is the favorite music that you play?
I could never answer that question. Not only of what I can't, of what I play, but of what I even listen to, because depending on your mood, will depend on what kind of music I'll listen to. It could be anything from something jazz to something heavy metal to funk to classic rock to whatever to something modern on the radio today. Who knows?
What type of music do you all play?
Just what we said.
A
little bit of everything.
Okay. So you like it and you play it. That's awesome.
We really do everything from like Led Zeppelin to Bruno Mars, Pink to Cream. We do some Journey. We do a lot. Every song is different. So it's not like you're going to come and like we'll do a whole set of dance songs. You will literally walk in and you could go from, which Billy and I always talked about, we love that. Because we'll play a song and then everybody will be like, oh, cool, they do dance stuff. And then we'll hit them with like a rock song and they're like, what the heck just happened? Like it's kind of cool how we mix it up. And he's very eclectic with his taste in music. He likes a lot of different stuff, so he brings a whole different feel to it. Yeah.
I think everybody in the band kind of feels that way. I think everybody
How big
likes
is the band?
fairly.
4 pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. Billy's the plays
Yeah,
bass
it's
and he
just
runs the
singing.
sound.
I wanted to ask
Okay.
Billy, what is the biggest place that you guys in front of? What is the number? What is the biggest place you've played? I mean, I know Johnny Brown's, you got a few hundred people in it, but what is the biggest stage you've ever
Probably
been
Bandshell, would you say?
Which one?
Bandshell, maybe?
Oh, yeah, in Hollywood at the Bandshell, Margaritaville.
on? Oh, wow.
We played on Thanksgiving
Wow.
3 or 4 years ago, and it was crazy.
Sold out?
It's a lot of
Insane.
people.
I mean, wall-to-wall people, yeah. But what's really cool, because we love doing this, like, I mean, it's not even a job, I wouldn't say, but if there's 2 people, we've gone to places and there's 3 people when we get there. And we set up and we do it, and we get on stage like there's 1 million people. And then the energy, like, you can see people starting to get in, they come in and they can feel it. Like, we perform, no matter who's in the room, like it's a sold-out house. Because we love doing what we do. And I love these guys
Yeah,
so
we-
much, and they're so talented. It's just amazing. Yeah.
It doesn't matter where we play. We love to play music, so.
When you love what you do. And did Bombshell exist before you joined the group?
No, Billy, take over.
How did this all start? Give us the
Take it
history,
away.
Billy, a little bit.
Our original guitar player and I, he's no longer with us. He hasn't been with us now for a little over a year. Joe Gatorman, great guy, great guitarist. But he and I came from a different band. We decided we wanted to play music that nobody else is really doing. Artists that exist, that people would probably know the songs, but it's just stuff that they don't hear here in South Florida. Because a lot of the South Florida bands, there's a certain set of music that kind of goes around to a lot of bands. And you can hear different bands playing that same music on any given night, but we thought we wanted to do something just a little different. So it'll be some of the bands that people know, but the music would be something that's more of a cut that you're not going to be hearing from anywhere else, hopefully. That's what we try to do. And we put the band together. The guitar player actually is the one who found Melissa, I think, on Facebook. But we gave her a shot, and she was absolutely horrible. I can't tell you.
Still
No,
horrible.
she was great, and she fit right in. She's one of the guys as far as we're concerned, and she's probably worse than one of the guys.
Or you
as
one
far
of
as
the
we're
girls, I don't know. Like, we had to
Bingo.
sort of change that
She got
connotation.
it.
I'm like, what's up with that? Just
Because there's 3 of
saying.
them.
Hey,
Well, maybe,
whatever,
they should all be part of
Girls
her.
just want to have
Every
fun.
guy is in touch with his feminine side, don't
Yeah.
That is so true with this
embrace
band.
we embrace the pink. We
All
embrace
right.
all the
The
pink.
pink.
Glass half full or glass half empty?
Oh, boy.
Oh, half. It's got to be half full.
There you go.
Gotta be
Slick,
half.
you like that? Usually
Billy,
do
the
that.
answer to that question is always full ketchup. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Always full
Always full. And then other ketchup
ketchup.
or catch up?
Ketchup.
Ketchup or ketchup?
Both.
Either way.
Now, I wanted to, the reason I brought up about being in front of an audience is because we got to do a show at Miser Park. And there must have been, 1,200 people there? And this is right, the last show they did
Before everything closed down.
shut it down.
March, April, was it? It was Friday the
Seven-
13th.
The Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And they treated us with a backstage. Now, you guys, this is like second nature to you. You get a backstage, you get people and there was a band there that night, and that's what we were covering. And we got to do a show on the side. And it reminded me of something like Ed Sullivan's show. It was
Yeah.
really cool. It had all the lights. People were taking pictures who didn't even know who the hell we were. And here we are, there's a bunch of people there. I can only imagine what 12,000 people feels like. The energy. I mean, I spent half the time just staring. And people kept saying, what is wrong with you? That feel that you get, undescribable.
Yeah.
I love it. In fact, I recommend that people rent a limo, get dressed up in something really that, a little over the top, and go down to South Beach and just step out of the limo and hire one or two photographers just to be there to take some, and you'd be surprised what people will do.
Who's that guy?
That's hilarious. We should do that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys in? And
See?
there you go.
That's a good one.
I
Billy.
told you he was brilliant.
It's just something
I
I've
wasn't
heard
lying.
about. We would never
You've
do
never
it.
done
We
that,
would- No.
No. No.
And the funny thing is, we have a friend in the limo business. He just contacted me. Who's coming? He got 2 brand new cars.
And we got our photographer right
And we
here.
got
So
photographers
Hey.
all over the building.
will we just go on the ride? You
You
ready to go?
I always want to ask you something, like, which band influenced you, like, that really wants you to say, go out there and do music?
Oh boy. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. When people ask me what my favorite song is to sing, which band influenced me, and Billy could attest to it too, because we do so many different kinds of songs. I love Journey, obviously. Everybody loves Journey. I love Melissa Etheridge. We do Grace Potter. I like doing the rock I sing a lot of guy songs too. Like I sing, the majority of the songs I sing are rocks. I like guy songs, and I love it. I channel my inner dude.
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 Inner dude.
Dude.
He said she's one of the guys, right?
She kills some blurry. I can tell you that
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
we do Puddle of
She
Mud.
plays blurry.
Yeah. But really, with
And
these guys,
people are amazed when they hear her sing. She'll be singing some schmaltzy thing from the '80s, like what's the couple skate only, Melissa?
schmaltzy. What a great
Schmaltzy,
word.
I like
That's
that.
a great word.
They're word masters.
Which one?
Schmaltzy.
Only she'll be singing something like "Only the Lonely," and everyone's "Only the Lonely." They're just, and all of a sudden we go to we can go to something like
Some
Slither
hardcore.
from Velvet Revolver or something,
Yeah.
So
and
when you're
she'll
singing,
sing that great.
so when you're singing, people on stage start singing with you.
All
And
the
that was
time.
what Freddie Mercury always said: when they sing with you, they sing the words, and you're somebody.
Yeah.
That must be a trip and a half because they're paying attention. It's really cool when people they start bopping. Like I'm driving right, and I park. I watch,
Yeah.
and people are bopping. But then you have those others, and they start singing with you, and they start harmonizing, and people don't even know each other, and they're like, not now, but they're arm in arm,
Yeah.
and it's the coolest thing you ever see. My brother, I was a puppy. I was young, and he got to play a little bit with Santana. And there were some clubs in New York that they played at. And when they came to New York, they had him. He used to play the guitar. My brother was a good guitar player. And I used to watch this thing. I used to go home and tell my friends, wow. And I thought there were 10,000 people there. There might have been 3 people in the room. It looked like 10,000. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And it just electrifies you as a person. It changes everything about you. And then people want to hang out with you, except my friend over here, he don't want to hang out with me no more. Because he says I'm half empty, which is a new one on me. But it is so cool. We talked about romantic languages, and music is
Always.
a romantic language. And I get mad because Facebook, we had a friend of mine, which I thought he was going to be here today, and we're talking about doing a concert with bands, where we're going to do it virtually, and we're going to try to raise some money for some people that need it. Maybe we could do the sandwich thing that way as well. To help out and do what we can to help others. But you guys have the key, because everybody loves music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I mean, comedy, great, but music will never die. No matter what you do in life, music will never die.
It's funny because even like Friday night or when we were at Johnny Brown's, almost every night, or really every night, we'll do certain songs, and I'll see people singing along in their chairs, or we'll start a song and people will turn around like, oh, I love that song. And at least a few times I'm like, sing along with us. I know you know the words. Come on, sing. And Billy will go down because he has a wireless bass. Before he used to, but get in the crowd and it's amazing to me because even personally, like there's been times where Billy and I have had a stressful day, or Rod and Oscar. Rod's our guitar player, Oscar's our drummer. amazing guys,
Gotta
amazing
mention,
musicians.
Gotta mention those
But-
guys. They're awesome guys.
They are. They're incredible talent. Like, it's crazy. But there'll be days where we'll have a bad day. Something will happen, you know, like everybody, even with the pandemic and stuff. And we'll just both get to the gig, and I'll be like, "You okay?" I'll be like, "Yeah," or I'll be like, "Yeah, you know something." The second we start playing, it's a whole transformation, and you see it in our faces. And then you look out in the crowd, and it's like the energy you get. And we're exhausted when we go home because we pour it all out, and the crowd every single time is so appreciative, and we are so grateful. I mean, I'd say it on the microphone all the time, like, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your night with us. And it's not just to say. I literally feel it, and I know he does too. And the guys, it's like, you know, thank you for sharing your emotions, because people, you can see it. They're happy, or they're dancing, or they're, you know, it's just, music is the great
Music
healer.
soothes the soul. When it's when it's energy and it's showtime, it is showtime. You and I can be, they say mom and dad fighting. That's what they call us. Like, mom and dad fighting again. Mom and dad can be fighting, but when they go 3, 2, 1, mom and dad are no longer fighting anymore.
Yeah.
We may pick it up again after the show, but when it's time, you got to bring it, because your audience is there to bring it. They don't want to hear glass half empty or glass half full. They just don't. They want to be entertained, and that is what we're here to do.
Yeah, it's so true. It's very true. And it's a gift. Like, you guys have, you know, what you guys do is not easy. You know, talking and having a talk show and going back and forth. It's a very, people think it's easy because you make it look easy, but what you guys do, it takes a lot as well.
Well, we can't sing, I can tell you that.
No? Let me hear. Come on, I think you could sing.
Now, Dawn can, but she won't. I don't know what the problem is, Billy. She's shy, she plays the piano, she doesn't sing anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. We're going to go to commercial break. Slick, who am I turning this over to? Billy, going to stay with us? 'Cause I got to ask you about what you got hanging on your wall when we come back from commercial break. Exactly. We got to kind of take a different angle on what that is. Is that your family coat of arms?
That is a Bavarian flag. My wife is from Munich.
Oh, okay. It's very cool, and that's his decor.
I want to get a flag.
You want a flag?
I have a crest.
I know you do. That's what I thought that was. I wasn't quite sure what that was.
I want to get a flag. Now, you see, I
I
want to put it in the rafters. You know, Billy, they laugh at
We
me.
actually have rafters.
They laugh at me because I like
know-
banners on the rafters. Madison Square Garden got it, right?
I wanted to do this interview in my studio, but unfortunately I don't have a computer going on in there, and we could only do this on the computer. So
I am. All right, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about what we can hang from the rafters.
Are you going to let me do that?
Perhaps. 888-994-4995. I am sending this over to, where am I handing it? You, Slick?
Slick, yes.
Send it. Oh, I don't know
Okay,
where
go to
you guys
Slick.
are going. We're going to send this over to Slick when we come back. More with Melissa and Billy from Bombshell. See where they are going to be entertaining everyone for this weekend. I really wish I had a GoPro to watch what's going on over here.
This is the funniest thing I've ever
I
seen.
just got to tell you, I love what I get to do because if only these walls could talk. Slick?
All right. I'm ready. This segment has been brought to you by Gatorade and Dignity Memorial because I was jumping around. But this segment has been brought to you by Dignity Memorial. Dignity Memorial has free online seminars and free scatterings. You can save up to 30% with pre-planning with Dignity Memorial. So lock in your price and stay tuned for some more Brooklyn Cafe TV show.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. and why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
I look very snazzy right now. What do I have to say, guys?
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Good job.
Yep. There you go.
You
That
know
is-
the words to that song? She
Wasn't
knows the
it
words to all the
lovely?
songs, by the way.
Just a little bit. A
No,
little
a
bit
lot
of
of
this,
it.
a little bit of this, a little
Nah,
bit
you
of that.
know all the songs. I think we should start recording some songs you sing.
A little bit. I
You
could
know,
do
we
a
have
karaoke
machines.
version of the wrong lyrics is what I could do, because clearly I might get 70% right, and then there's that one word that you know in your head never makes sense,
Yeah.
but yet you say it all these years until you actually listen and realize that makes no sense. Well, and that's when I'll say to you, what's the right lyric to that? Because for years I think something and then clearly I'm always wrong.
Segment of the show
Well-
is brought to you by
Healing Moments.
No, Dignity Memorial.
Dignity Memorial.
Dignity Memorial. And Dignity sent me another invite. I missed it again on Tuesday night.
We got to have Wayne on this week.
Wayne, if you're here, give us a call. We want to put you on. We're going to do some stuff with Dignity Memorial. And they're doing the ash sprinkling stuff. All in the same lake. I need to talk to him.
Again,
And you ain't
equally
putting me at.
offensive to everybody.
You know,
And it's time
Dignity
to get Uncle
Memorial?
Arthur out of the closet is their tagline. If you,
My Uncle Albert is in the closet. I brought him out yesterday. There's a hole in him.
that's why
There's
he
ashes
needs, that's why
everywhere.
he needs to be laid to rest and
I
not
need
in your
to
closet.
scoop him up in the scooper pooper.
And not in your
put him-
closet. He
put him
needs
in
to have
the-
an appropriate niche cut out for him. Just saying.
Yeah, but I got like dirt and stuff. Does it matter?
I'm not going to go there. We're going to have Wayne Henry from Dignity Memorial Southeast Florida join us, and we will get you all of that information. But in the meantime, check out Dignity Memorial Southeast Florida. They have free online webinars. They will send you dinner for free as well, just to educate, get your pre-planning needs in place, because you know what? There is no better gift you can give to your family than the gift of pre-planning, and know that everything is taken care of. Prices get locked in now, and then unfortunately when the time happens, everything is paid for and everything is planned for, and your family has the opportunity just to celebrate your life instead of having to mourn and deal with the details.
That's right.
We will have Wayne joining us for all of that as well.
And I think it's 30% off, I think.
Up at Lake Worth.
Yeah. I think you should give her a call because you save some money not because anything's gonna happen, but because you want to be on the, what is it that Slick always says on
Glass
the
half full? On the dome? Off the dome.
Off the dome. You want to be smart about what you got to do. You can save some money when you need to use it. It gets used. Dignity Memorial buried my mom and dad, and I just paid the fee
Maintenance.
for the maintenance. And
Is that
again,
yearly or monthly?
Yearly.
That's not bad at all.
$83.
That's why I asked you if it was yearly or monthly.
Would
Wow.
you stop it? What are they gonna think it's too cheap? They're gonna raise the rates. Take it easy.
That's like
What's
amazing.
the matter with you?
I had to tell you, my safe deposit box is more than that.
So you pay it. And they put flowers and stuff for Mother's Day and stuff like that. But they were the best, you know. You know the story, and they were there for me, so they can be there for you. So give them a holler.
How do you like our background? We are in the rainforest today. I kind of like it.
You know, it's really funny. Melissa, right?
That's correct, yes.
I call you Bombshell, which I want to get to the name of your how you guys got to the name, but it's really funny when you put up all that rainforest stuff.
Look at this waterfall.
I grew up in Puerto Rico, and we used to go to the rainforest. You see that rainforest on the right there? At the top of that, there's a bed of rocks and more little waterfall, and we used to go on the bed of rocks, and we used to cook.
I think you told me you used to jump off.
Are you crazy? I ain't jumping off. That thing is cold. But we used to play instruments and stuff, music. My brother played and everything. And we used to hang out on this bed of rock in El Yunque, the biggest mountain in the Caribbean, El Yunque. And we used to hang out there and play. So every time you bring this up, you're bringing a tear to my eye. You're killing me here today.
I love
because
it.
of that. And in New York City, I was going to ask you and Billy, you guys ever go on the beach and you start playing around a campfire? Because you guys have instruments you can play and sing songs. You ever done that with friends and stuff?
I would love to, Billy. Let's talk about that, shall we? Why don't we do a duo, Billy?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Billy, I'll build a campfire here. You can do it here.
I think Oscar and Rod would be upset.
Well, that's true, but why don't we do a duo, Billy?
We'll
No.
bring them
What's that?
too. We'll bring everybody.
Are you all local? Because you play everywhere from here all that way down to the Keys. Where does everybody live?
Rod and Billy are north, West Palm area.
That's local.
Yeah, I'm sort of like West Broward, and then Oscar's in Hollywood.
All right, so it's all local. It's all within the Broward and Palm Beach County. So we can
Yeah.
bring them all at some point.
Now, I have a wish. In New York City, we used to go to Orchard Beach in the Bronx. It has a lot of different names. We used to go in the middle of winter when there was nothing but snow frozen on the sand. And they used to build the campfire. All the drinks went in the water because the damn water was freaking cold. It was like a refrigerator. And we used to hang out in this campfire. So what I would like to do is I want to go to a beach and I want to get foam snow and put a campfire and have them come and we'll make a distance, 6 foot. It's going to be the biggest circle you've ever seen. You're going to be 12 cameras to capture this thing. But I always wanted to go back to that. My brother was there, Nikki was there, and they were texting me on Facebook about the good old days when they used to do that. Man, there was nothing better than that. And I mean, I didn't sing or play. My brother did, and my cousins did, and they were all jamming and everything else. But you guys have a gift that you
Let's
can
do
do that
it.
anywhere.
We would do that. We could do it right here in your studio.
We could.
It would be a lot of fun to do something acoustically. So.
Billy, I got a giant tent. Oh my goodness gracious! Don't give me any ideas.
We could do something. We could do something a little more intimate. Something acoustic would be very fun to do like that because we haven't had a chance to do that as Bombshell yet, and I think that would be
That'd be fun.
something
That
very
would be
fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, how did you come up with the name Bombshell?
That's a funny story. So Billy hates perfume.
Just take a look at Melissa. That's all.
That's
all
not
I'm gonna
why.
say. Just look
Everybody
at-
thinks it's blonde and the
That's
pink
what I
and
thought.
no. I mean, that it plays into it, but the real story is that Billy doesn't like perfume. He doesn't like fruity smells. He doesn't like flowery smells. It makes him crazy. So when I auditioned for the band and I met them, at the end of it's true. Why are you laughing? At the end of the audition, right, I hugged everybody. And they're like, okay, yes, you're in. And we're like, what's the name of the band? And we're like, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So Billy hugged me. And he's like, oh, you smell good. Like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, Bombshell. Because I wear Bombshell by Victoria's Secret. And he's like, that smells really good. And we all kind of looked at each other and we're like, that's the name. So that's literally how we came up with the name.
That's dope.
You like that? Is that Metallica vibe?
That's definitely.
That's a true
Thank you,
story.
rocker.
That's all it takes, right? It's
Especially the
those
hugging
those
part.
little stories. I get you.
It's true. But then even when I'm out and about, like people will say bomb, like they don't say Melissa. They're like bombshell, bombshell. Like that's the name now.
Billy gets away with that story. If I ever said a story like that, you'd be like, ha 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 ha.
Why?
Victoria's Secret.
That works at Pink.
Victoria's Secret perfume. Do you know what's in
Bombshell. And the original
Oh,
bombshell.
it? Do you know what's in Bombshell?
What?
Okay, I'll leave it alone. Billy, you were
Oh, boy.
hypnotized.
Oh, what are there pheromones in it?
I want to know that story now.
What are there
What's in a
pheromones
bombshell?
it?
Oh,
Say
I got
it.
your
Say
attention
it.
now.
Come
What
on.
Have
is
you awoken?
in the
There's-
bombshell?
What is it?
Pheromones.
Pheromones.
Oh.
You know what that's spelled with
Oh.
the PH, by the way. And
course
it's
it
not a small P, big H. It's a
Yeah, so
big
how does
P,
that
small
work?
H. It's
Yeah, I don't-
it's
you
an
know
F
what? I'm
sound.
done with the English now. It has pheromones in it.
Really?
That was this morning show. Why does PH is an F sound? And then why is PH like a pH balance? And we went into Freddie's English this morning. Again, pheromones, PH.
I used to work at a union place, and one of the girls used to wear bombshells. She gave me the whole education on it. So, Billy, you were captivated intentionally because this has your scent.
Hey,
it
Val.
has your brain
Ask
scent.
Val to bring us in a sample of
Not
bombshell.
really.
tomorrow.
Go, girl.
That's not really how it happened.
I'm starting to think I've been swindled somehow.
Yes, you have. You've been swindled, caboodled, and packaged. All that. But that's a great name.
It was a bunch of ballyhoo, balderdash.
That's
No,
fantastic.
Billy is married to a wonderful, wonderful, adorable woman, Isabella, and he and I have been like brother and sister since the day we met. Like I don't know how you got, but the minute we met, we were just like we had that brotherly, sisterly, best friend kind of thing. So I don't think he was mesmerized or whatever you said. I think he's just like I don't want to punch you in the face because your perfume doesn't make me want to
He
vomit.
hugged you, he liked the perfume, and you named the band out of here. Come on now. Did you know?
You
at
know,
the time
names
you
are
got
hard
the
to
gig?
come by.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you.
Names are hard to come by.
Billy,
I'm sorry,
could
go
she
ahead.
sing?
She can sing.
That's where it's
Thanks.
at, right?
Yep.
She could sing.
delivers.
Now, it's funny because
She can. As you
How
know what they
long-
like to say? She can sing.
She can
can
sing.
sing.
She
How
can
long,
bring
how
it.
long were you looking for a singer?
Wasn't very long. A couple of months. Couple months.
Shay,
We
you
got
can
lucky
bring it.
finding her. Right?
Well, I was looking
Go
for a
ahead.
co-host to do shows with for 4 years. This one kept saying no. 4 years. Add up the days. 3, 6, 9, 12, over 1,400 days. And it was always no, no, and more no. Until she was going to go on the show as producing. I said, She either does my show or she does no show. And on that show, it's called Two Boys from Brooklyn. That show, we were looking for a female for 12 different individuals went through that whole thing. So I can understand when you got to find that right chemistry, you got to find that whole thing that works. And then you got to sit back and you got to let it blow up. You know, I mean, Dawn, and everything you look around in this place, this wasn't my idea. None of this had nothing to do with me. This is her idea. This is her vision. But it's funny how it took 4 years to finally come and do a show and get it done. So I can relate to what he's saying.
That's only because your English is not so very sexy.
No. Talent. Talent.
You guys both look like naturals.
That's right.
You guys are both natural in front of the
thank you.
camera for sure. So.
No. I was never on camera. I'm sitting up here because if I didn't have a sense of humor, they'd kick me out of here. As you heard, even my guys in here say I'm half empty. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't, I was for a year, I wasn't even on camera. She was. I had her and Les.
Yep.
And people were watching the show. I got more hits on that show from 4, 5, 6 years ago than I got when it came out. It's ridiculous.
it's old
She's
school.
gorgeous. Look at her.
Oh,
and
well,
she's
thank you.
smart.
She is, but she kept telling me no, and another no, and another no. She didn't agree to come on the show. And then she had a job. So I said, okay, give me the phone, I'll get you fired.
It was actually right across from where you at Johnny Brown's. I decided to sell retail. It was the shortest lived job I ever had. It was truly a 90-day job. And I think it was like 30 days. And I think I gave them 2 months notice when I started working with you.
No, you gave them 2 weeks notice,
And they
then
had
you
me
turned it
stay.
into now I had to stay. I said, listen, she gotta go. We
What's
gotta
meant
go.
to be will be.
They said, you're giving us 2 weeks. Well, can you get the whole year's worth of work done in the next 2 weeks and stay another 2 weeks? I'm like, are you serious? But we did, and that was 4 years ago.
I tell you, and I do a lot of female shows and stuff like that because females in this business have more longevity. That you see 3 guys in this room right now, and they all have their own shows. It is not normal to be able to have 3 guys to bring it, each one doing their own thing. Not normal. With women, it's different. And Billy knows this because I can see it in his eye. When you're doing a product out there and you're singing and doing the stuff up front, and he fills in, that's the magic of this business. That's why we've been doing it for over 12 years. That's what really carries it over.
Chemistry.
You know? It's the chemistry, it's the delivery, and having a little talent doesn't hurt either. You know?
The chemistry is a big thing, though. You know, I mean, with a band, it's like I always tell people, it's like being married to 3 more people or 4 more. You know, everyone has to get along, and there has to be that no drama kind of a thing, because at least for us, and I think I could speak for the whole band, the whole point of it is to enjoy ourselves, to entertain, to have a good time, and if we're gonna do that. For us, it's important that we like each other, that we all get along, that we enjoy each other's company, and we do. And so we're really lucky in that sense that we were able to make the right connections. And I don't even think we were trying; it just happened to fall into place. And sometimes that's, I guess, the best way that things happen.
Happens the best.
That's when we say God is good, right? When you look at it, it all just falls into place as it should. And when you least expect it, and you look back and say, wow, if we believe then, if I knew then what I know now, and you just walk in faith and it all works out the way it should work out.
It's so true.
Are you guys playing this weekend anywhere?
This Friday we are at Lorelei in Isla Mirada. And like I said, next weekend we don't have a gig. Both of them got canceled because of the COVID.
Oh.
But we're back at Johnny Brown.
So give us a
next
call.
month. Huh? Yeah,
Call you or
Give
find
us-
you? Do you have a
wait a
website?
minute.
How do we get that
Yeah, how do
information?
We're on Facebook.
Talking
and
to your
it's-
mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're on Facebook. It's Bombshell with no space in between. Why are you laughing? Our
She doesn't know
website
what a
is
microphone is.
She doesn't.
She doesn't know what a microphone is.
Meow.
She has no idea.
I've
how
never
to use
had
that
one of
thing.
these in my. I don't know how to
She
work
doesn't
this.
sing into the mic, right?
Is this?
This is how I get a drink. Hello.
Can you mute him?
Waiter.
Bombshell Band is our web. Is that our website? Bombshell Band, Florida Band. Bombshell.
What's our website?
He's looking around to find out. What's
Trying
the,
to-
what's the,
What's the
website?
I don't know.
Bombshell.band. Bombshell.band.
So,
We're on Instagram. So yeah, but all of our events are on there. Like people can go to there and follow us, and we play every weekend somewhere, from north to
Now,
south.
all of you guys have jobs too, right? So,
Billy and I do. Rod and Oscar are professional musicians, so pretty much that's what they do, and they're phenomenal. Billy and I are not so talented, so we have to have a day job. We're not good.
well, we got to get you guys working every day of the week and turn that whole job thing to the back burner because I heard some of the music and it's pretty freaking good. The recording could be better. We need to talk about that. But let me tell you something.
The
You
sound,
guys-
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, the music is sound, which is okay. As your enemy in the music business, that is the hardest thing to accomplish. We have the same problem in the studio, but you
Yeah.
guys have a different look. That's what I
When
like.
you hear videos of us, obviously it's fans that are taking it on their cell
On their
phones,
phone.
and
Yep. Yep.
and
Well,
so you know
I have an idea for you,
But
Billy.
you know what? That's what makes it authentic, and that's what your followers do, and that is the best
Right.
part, I think, because that means people want to hear you, and they want to hear you again.
Yeah.
And they want to watch you again, and enjoy it when they can't get to where you are. So to me, that is the greatest compliment. You put sound aside because they get to hear you, and they get to hear you, and
You
be a
guys
part of
bring
it
it.
all the time, over and over again.
It's funny because we have people come up to us at gigs and they'll be like, "Oh, we never heard of you. We just happened to be walking along the street, or we were across the street and we heard the music." And they'll come over, and we always take the time to talk to everybody. Like I'll get on stage late and they'll be like, "We're on," because I'm talking to somebody. Because to me, that's the best part. It's talking to people and hearing, you know, how much they love music or whatever. So for us, it's more than just playing. It really is like a heartfelt thing for us to do, and we love it. And again, we're just grateful.
So
all
people
the
come up
time.
to you and say, "Bombshell."
All the time.
Really?
I'll be at the mall, or they'll be like, "Bombshell," and I'm like, "Oh, that's me." Like I don't, you know.
I would
they don't
be-
recognize me.
I would be,
They don't
they don't recognize you.
Yeah, they
You
do.
are
They
the bomb
only,
in the
know
shop.
him because of his hat. So
My cardiologist for 4 years, she finally got my name when she saw the hat. She says, "Oh, you're that guy on TV?" Yeah, now because I got the hat.
Because of
Yeah.
the hat. That's hilarious.
it's all in the branding. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank
Check
you for
them out,
having me.
bombshell.band, and you can find them on Instagram, social media. Johnny Brown's next month. You can always reach out to us here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show, and we will get you all their information. And Labor Day, let's find out what you guys are doing Labor Day weekend. Maybe that every Friday we have a party, so maybe you can do like an acoustic. You and Billy can come, and we can do something here Labor Day with some rum, and we always have a
Absolutely.
party.
We
that
would love
Friday.
That's
to.
every Friday though.
Every
When
Friday.
you're not away, we do the bomb.
So I'm
oh
thinking
my
the Friday
God, we
before
can
Labor
We'll be
Day.
the house band.
Ah,
We can do the
we can
house.
do the bomb band.
That's what I'm thinking,
bomb
the
band?
house band.
The house
Let-
band. The bomb, bomb,
Let
bomb
those
band.
ideas come. Let them flow. We'll do whatever.
And we
Fantastic.
have
We're in.
other friends also. I would like her to sing with Kendra. That whole band with Kendra and them and
She's
everything.
going to be here
duet.
next
A
weekend. So.
duet. Oh, and you gotta get you and Billy to do a duet. We'll sit you right there.
Love to.
I think that'd
Anything.
be really cool.
We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back from Rejoiner, we're going to get these guys getting this rocking and rolling. So let's go to commercial break because I feel like I'm watching a scene of Abbott and Costello. Honestly, if you guys don't put a fourth camera in here just to watch what goes on in
You
here,
guys are hilarious.
they are on a whole nother level today. Stay tuned. You're going to hear from Healing Moments in just a moment. We'll be right back.
There we go.
This segment is brought to you by Healing Moments. It's been a stressful time for us all, so take a look at Healing Moments. We offer massages, saunas, anything to just rejuvenate you.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
Here at Small Talk, we look for any challenge possible. Whether you have pictures that you need a slideshow with some cool music, or you're good with camera work, but you want to create the film of your dreams, I can help. No amount of footage is too big or small. Tell me what you want, and I will make it happen. Call today at 866-224-5422 or email me at smalltalktv2020@gmail.com. Remember, any idea you come up with is never too small. Call today to get your dream project started at 866-224-5422 or at smalltalktv2020@gmail.com.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I have no idea what it is.
I don't know what
but
the
that
hell
was
just
lovely.
happened. I heard an intro, I heard Lenny, I heard...
I heard a lot of different sounds going
The
on.
song's called "What Kind of Fool Am I?" It's a Rat Pack song.
Oh, it's a Rat Pack song.
Yeah.
Really?
What kind of fool am I?
Do you know the members of the Rat Pack?
Dean Martin.
That's one.
Sammy Davis Jr.
That would be 2.
Frank Sinatra.
That would be 3. Here we go.
There's a 4th?
I don't know.
There was a guy named Joey Bishop.
There are only 3.
So I got all 3? Ding,
Oh,
ding,
the main
ding,
3.
ding.
Okay.
Boom. Bombshells, all I can say. There you go. That was pretty good. Aren't you impressed I got
thought
that?
Melissa was going to come up with that answer. You know the Rat Pack?
Are there 4? Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra,
That's it. I made it sound like 4 so she could think.
You did. You were trying to be slick. I got that.
Trying to be slick. He's slick. You're not so much, my friend.
He's a slick spot.
But we definitely have to talk about these paintings that are behind us. These just came in yesterday from our colored pencil artists, Jay Harmon and Slick and Vinny did an amazing job rehanging all the art in Studio B. Behind me,
you can't see this one.
Behind me, we have a beautiful throwback Renaissance woman, all done in colored pencil. And behind you is just
give this to me.
Glass of wine, some roses, some
You know,
grapes, and it's
funny
beautiful.
because you ladies, you've been here and you know what these are. But Melissa, you know what this is behind me? Can you even see it?
I can see it.
You know what? Look behind you. That's not the Who. Who is that?
Queen.
That's Queen. You see that? Yeah. You know what that is? That's pencil.
Is it really?
That is drawn
all
in
these
pencil.
are done in colored pencil.
A gentleman by the name of Jay
Harmon.
does those. That whole room is his. This is his. This is his. These are phenomenal pieces. He does in color pencil. He does a show here on Thursday nights that he's actually drawing one on set.
He told me tomorrow, his next show tomorrow, he's spending 30 minutes. Remember Bob Ross back in the day? So Jay is doing a whole version of Jay Harmon with pencils and drawing. He started it last week, and he's going
Bob
to
Ross
continue
is
it
back
tomorrow.
on the air.
I know, but they got to be reruns.
They are reruns, but Bob Ross uses paint. This guy does it in pencil, color pencil. So we wanted to show people it's not everything is in black and white. It's pretty much also this one behind me, which you can't see because it's too low, is in pencil. But it is a phenomenal piece. Call Jay Harmon if you want something done. He'll draw you if you want.
They did a great job.
Look what's there. You know, when I was in Puerto Rico, in San Juan, I met a gentleman.
Thank you,
and
Slick.
they used to paint your face on a shirt. So if they saw you, they put a paint on the shirt, and then they used to turn it into a clown face. But you were the underline to that whole clown thing. Made a fortune. The guy called me one day and says, I can't keep doing this. I go, why? He says, I'm doing 400 shirts a day. So how the hell do you do 400 shirts a day? When the ships came in and they got off the
cruise
ship.
ships, yeah.
I tell you, I just wish I should have put out 20 of those guys.
You always got an idea, but I'm excited that we got Leslie Carmen back with us. We haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. You look spectacular.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be here. It's really, really exciting to be here
and
again.
I've decided businesses are no longer pivoting, if you missed our last hour. And you are no longer pivoting at Carmen Care. You are in full
We are
Grow and go mode.
Absolutely full go, and we are taking absolute precautions. At the office, everybody wears masks, and we social distance. And I know, our place is pretty big, so we have enough room to put people in their rooms as soon as they come in. So we're very, very careful with that. But things are moving forward again, so we're very happy.
You've been so busy that we've been trying to get you on here for the past 3 weeks.
I
She
know.
texted me and said, I want to talk about this, and I said, okay, great, when? Next week? Bill, I'm booked. Next week? Nope, I'm booked. All right, when you let us know. But
Right.
that's amazing news.
It is, but also I have 2 other businesses that I'm doing at the same time too. So I will be happy to come here maybe in 4 months and explain the new business to you, and that's going to be very, very,
No. You
very
have
good.
to lead up in those 4 months to the new.
All I can tell
Don't wait
you.
until it opens. We're going to wait until the pre-bid.
It's just going to be an application, and it's going to be something different. And the funds that are going to come through that application are going to be to help people that cannot afford laser therapy. Because what's happened is, since I had that BuzzFeed video, I've gotten so many emails from these young girls. And it just breaks my heart because they're telling me they're 15, 16, they're in bed all day long. They can't go to school, nothing like that. And I've always wanted to do a nonprofit. But no matter how I want to do that nonprofit, it comes back to that it's self-funding, so I go to jail. So I was like, how am I going to do this? So I said, you know what? I followed Rachel Ray, and she has her dog food, and she takes the profits and helps dogs. I said, that's what I'm going to do. I got to create another business where I make money. I take that money legally, pay my taxes, all that, and then take those funds, those profits, and put it into Carmen Care and pay for these girls to come in for
Wow.
treatment. So that's my plan.
That's amazing.
And I'll let you know what it is and how am I going to do that in 4 months.
And people who are wondering what this means and what laser therapy is and why you're even talking about girls, someone who doesn't know what you do or just tuning in,
Which
and
is
Melissa's
right-
looking at you like, what
Yes.
does
Yep.
she even do? I have no clue what this means. It is not hair removal laser.
No.
It's not eye laser. It's not surgery. So let's back it up because you haven't been on in a while.
Right, exactly.
Let's talk about what Carmen Care does.
Sure. So what we do is we help people reduce their inflammation and their pain with a non-invasive modulation, but too long to say, so laser is easier. And it's laser light therapy that works on the cells in your body. And I love the metaphor of a flashlight. If you have a flashlight and you have weak batteries in them, the light is just going to be, poof, poof. It's not going to give out great light. But if you put new batteries in that flashlight, you're going to get bright, beautiful light. Well, all our cells in our body, and we have about 100 trillion of them, all these cells have a battery. It's called a mitochondria, but it's a battery. And when your batteries are down because you have inflammation or you have stress, your cells can't work properly. Like that flashlight, it just can't shine the light. So when we give laser therapy, it's like charging those batteries, and you put brand new batteries in that flashlight, the flashlight would have beautiful light. Same thing, you put beautiful light into your cells battery, and it lights it up, and your cells start doing the job they're supposed to do, and they have the strength to do it. And that's really all it is. We're not healing, or we're not allowed to say we heal or cure any diseases. What we do is supply your body to heal itself. And that's really all we do, with also detoxing. And that's why I have Melissa here today, because she came to us with migraine headaches that were just unbearable. And she's here to be a really good testimonial for us.
Well, I have to thank you because you made it very easy on my friend's English, because now you are sandwiched between Melissa's.
Yep.
So you don't even have to worry about what anyone's name is.
You're funny. I was
You
just
can
about
say
to point that out.
Melissa, and they can both answer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And I
And
was.
you can't even say blonde Melissa because that's all messed up over there. So
She beat me to the punch because Melissa A.
Bombshell
has never heard of what you do. Melissa
Okay.
B. has. I am a patient. I am a patient of what she does as a diabetic. A lot of people don't understand inflammation in your body. So you do a gig at night. You ever go home and you wake up in the morning and you can't even open and close your hands, or your knees hurt because you've been standing for 4 hours? That's all the inflammation in your body telling your body, hey, I hurt. Give me something. This is what she does. She takes that something, she brings it up, and the next thing you know, it all goes away. The first time she worked on me, because I have neuropathy in my feet, I felt the cold floor. And I said, wow, this is what it feels like. You see, the difference here is that people don't understand. When you see the color green, you see the color green. When I see the color green, it was always gray. cold floors, I didn't know what that was like until I met this lady. And this is the difference between what you do and what you wish you could do. So I'm glad I asked you to stay on purpose because I wanted to see. I didn't mean to sandwich to Melissa.
But I have a question of the day. You know that, will the real so-and-so stand up? Will the real Melissa Frank stand up? Because now everyone is saying which Melissa they're tuning into, which is hilarious on the thread.
I'm in the background now.
Is that funny? There you go, Melissa Frank.
I didn't know she was Melissa.
Melissa.
Are you trying to confuse me?
It's
That's
not
a
too
great
hard
name.
these days, is all I can
It's
tell you.
It's a
Great name.
Congratulations on that.
You too.
We're just gonna have you talking
Oh,
to
sorry.
the mic. And let's talk about the detoxing. What have you done with Leslie?
Oh, so first of all, I have to say it is the most amazing, incredible thing that I had no idea existed until I went to see Dr. Ronald Drucker, who introduced me to Leslie. And I am not a hocus pocus kind of person. I've been seeing neurologists since the time I was 17 when I got my first migraine. My whole family, whole maternal side family, have been getting them. I've gone to all the foremost migraine clinics. 28 years old. I've been on all these medications, and it's, you know, my life has kind of revolved around it. And Dr. Drucker told me about Leslie and this laser thing, which I was apprehensive about. But I said, you know, I'm going to try anything because I miss work. It's holding me back from having the life that I want to have. I just turned 48.
How often did you have migraines?
In my 20s, I was having them like 3, 4, 5 times a week, having to go to the hospital. They were giving me like horrible narcotic medications. My parents had to take me in. It was horrible. All kinds of weird preventative medications.
And how about as you got older?
And as I got older, it kind of subsided, and it didn't subside, but they had more and better options, but I still was dealing with it and on a lot of preventative medications, but I was still always fearful every single day that I was going to get a migraine. So I get introduced to Leslie and tell me about this laser, and I said, I'll do anything. I will do absolutely anything. So she explained to me that there are food sensitivities that can cause these migraines. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give this a try. Well, first thing, she did these tests on me.
The muscle testing.
Muscle tests.
Talk into your mic.
Where she took these little vials of what would be foods, tapioca, cashews, coffee, and she'll explain it better than I can.
And you thought you were in the Twilight Zone.
And
I
it
could
was
see that in her
crazy. I
face.
put my hand out like this, and she'd try to put it down I could hold it up with certain things. Other things, like tapioca, I couldn't hold my hand up. And so she said, okay, put this aside. You have a food sensitivity to that. Okay, so we went through a whole bunch of those, and then I came in for my first session for the laser, and she did this laser treatment for tapioca.
Do you feel anything?
Oh my gosh. After 3 sessions, she did a laser for tapioca, she did a laser for cashews, and a laser for coffee. Doesn't mean I can't have those things anymore. It reprogrammed my brain. I have no idea how. But I have not had a migraine, and this has not happened to me since I'm 17, in 3 months.
Wow.
And I would wake up every single day absolutely fatigued and petrified every single day that it was going to be a migraine day.
And you haven't had
And
the
that's a
migraine.
big thing
It's a huge
with
thing.
with
No
people
migraine.
that have migraines.
And Leslie knows because I have migraines, and she's been
And I
saying
keep
it
saying,
for
I'm going to get
years.
you into our clinic.
No,
Gotta come in. You gotta
And
come
it's
in.
nothing. It took the first session of the laser was less than 10 minutes.
And it's not pain. Just tell everyone. Did you have any pain from doing
No.
this laser? Do you feel anything?
No pain. It was actually like relaxing.
It's nothing. It's just light.
It was amazing. I sleep better. I wake up, I feel energized, which I haven't felt before. Everybody that sees me tells me that I look more energetic. I feel like I can function better. It's the most incredible thing. I wish everybody could know about it. And I'm on all of these Facebook migraine support pages, and I try to tell people about that I'm not like this hocus pocus
You're
kind
from
of
outer
person.
space.
But it works. It's my miracle. It's changed my life.
You know, the funny thing is, Melissa, we did a show one day where we all, including me, we had not the chicken pox, we had
Shingles.
shingles. There was 4 people on the set, or 6 people. 5 of us had
Not
shingles.
active shingles. At some point
Oh, I
in
was
their
gonna
life,
say, okay.
had
And we
shingles.
all
She's thinking
shared-
you're all were like contagious.
No. It was in the past. And we were all sharing similar pains. True?
True.
And
True.
then she resolved the pain. You know, the funny thing about this is when we bring Leslie on the set, the people say, what planet are you on? Because you're so used to taking a pill for migraines. And that doesn't resolve the problem. It just puts a Band-Aid on it. Because what you're doing is you're killing the nerve that goes to the brain and says, ouch, ouch, ouch. So that's numb. But when it comes back, it's 100 times worse. Right?
Oh,
the,
yeah.
So,
the rebound of a migraine.
Oh
I
my
don't know if you've
God.
ever had them.
and the person that has to live with the person or has to be in studio with the person that has the migraine, it is intolerable.
My
And
daughter
trying to
suffers
keep,
from
trying,
that.
Trying to
I
keep
need
a
to talk to you.
relationship.
What relationship?
Exactly.
You can't
And
even keep a
that's
relationship
been-
with yourself. How are you going to have a relationship with anybody else?
And you really want to go into hiding when you have migraines of that severity and, frequency that I did, where I just kind of said, you know what, I have to do my own thing. I don't want to get other people involved. So now I feel like I can live.
How many months has it been?
It's been 3 months. No migraine from the
Wow.
first detox. The
Now
first one.
we have a painting in Studio A of a young lady that you helped. And she came to this country in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair. And she walks around now because Leslie helped her. And that painting that she drew, I would never take it down because it reminds me. It reminds me, and I would never sell it. I would take it to me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. That's
but
so
the bottom
sweet.
line is you helped people.
Yeah.
You help people. And what people don't understand, because they have so much history, the back end of taking a pill, this can't be true. This is too simple to let a light and change my frequency. That's what it's all about.
It's crazy. I mean, I do this myself. And while I'm standing there with the laser, the person like with you, she was holding the tapioca vial. I just take this laser, go along the brain pleasure centers down the spine. As I said, it's like 2-3 minutes. And then I call her or text her the next day. She says, I'm still good. The next day, I'm still good. No headaches. Oh my God, Leslie, I can't believe this. This is like crazy. This is insane. I mean, I myself think it's insane and I'm the one doing it. It's crazy, but no more migraine headaches after just a couple of minute treatment. And
you help your daughter also.
absolutely. Oh, for sure. And I have, Lee is now 10 years, and October is going to be her 10-year anniversary of being pain-free from the suicide disease that is has no known cure to this day.
Now, how many years did your daughter suffer with that?
Well, thank goodness she only suffered several months with it, but it was devastating enough that she had to go out of school. She would throw herself on the floor at 3:30 in the morning with such pain I didn't even know what to do. She was on very heavy-duty medication. Her life was over. She was just in bed.
And you know that anxiety, when you have migraines, it creates anxiety.
For sure.
And all of a sudden, you will get into a whole different sphere because of the pain.
You know what?
Yep.
We were just talking about that. I had generalized anxiety because I was fearful of getting the
next
migraines.
migraine.
I don't have that anymore. I don't wake up thinking, oh my God, am I going to get a migraine today? I just know I'm not going to.
That's amazing.
And the other thing is, I also had something called trigeminal neuralgia, which is what Leslie was talking about. When I had 3 wisdom teeth removed when I was 37, so that's more than 10 years ago, they severed a nerve, and so my whole face was filled with pain. And long story short, I still have residual pain from it. And this seemed to make that go away as well.
I didn't even know that. That was crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah, when you told me that later, I didn't even know you suffered from that.
I'm gonna tell you, she put a helmet on me one day. Remember the helmet? What was that?
With the
called?
red lights, with the red lights.
I came out with a beard. I came out with a shadow.
Better you than me then.
Yeah, much
Yeah, I was
better.
gonna
And I said
say.
to her, "Are you kidding me?" My face, it was like a 6 o'clock shadow. Oh, 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock or something. And I said, "What the hell happened?" But my goodness gracious, everything was better. My sight was better. My head was better. It was clear. It's unbelievable. You see, the funny thing is that people just don't get it. You have a different body. You have a different body. And she has a... This one's sensitive. She can't even go in the building because she gets sick for 2 weeks.
Leslie brings
Yep.
things
I
out
have to
to
bring
me.
it here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to
She
bring
brings
it
them to
here,
me
test you here.
because- And we're going to go to commercial break. So Slick, get set up for what you need to get set up for. There's so many different things, different vials, that I can't even be in the same building, in the same room with all of the other vials. So Leslie brings them out to another room for me, into like a waiting area. Because I was there with you and I got sick. And because I couldn't even be around the frequencies that weren't even near me. That's how sensitive I know. like the
Everybody's
sensitive-
different.
Right?
But if you suffer from migraines or pains, neuropathy, anything else, you got to come and check it out. Because I'm going to tell you something, you're not going to, and don't think that you do it once, oh, I still got the pain. That ain't the way it works. It takes, you have to have a system.
But to be able to alleviate a migraine and hormonal migraines, when I know it's a 4-day.
What the hell is a hormonal migraine?
I know it's a 4-day, not even downtime, because you keep going to work, and I count, all right, Thursday,
You get
Friday, by
hormonal migraines?
Sunday, by Monday I'm good to get back to work, but you keep going.
You get hormonal migraines?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Certain times of the month, I get a migraine, and it's 4 days.
Oh God, absolutely.
And it just tells me when my cycle's going to be.
And you know
How
something?
specific do you want me to be with that, Leslie?
And me and Slick were talking, we get male hormonal migraines because we have to live with you.
But you understand, right?
No, absolutely. And then throwing up for like almost 2 days straight.
Because they make you so sick to your stomach.
You throw up for 2, what the hell?
Yeah.
Because of that?
Yeah, Melissa
Really?
was not able to get out of bed. She told me she would suffer so much she would just be, vomiting and throwing up. And I mean, her migraines were very, very, very severe her whole life.
That's hormonal?
Well, in her case, it wasn't. It was the food. Or both.
I found out from Leslie it was the foods that I was craving during my cycle.
Really?
The tapioca, which I did not know is like a binding agent.
And you
in
used to
everything.
love tapioca?
What did you eat
No,
that
I
had
never ate
tapioca?
tapioca. I didn't know that it's in like everything.
It's in everything.
It is in
Salad,
everything.
sauces, yes,
So,
and everything. It's a binder.
I never.
Yeah,
I
watch
said
what you eat.
I don't eat tapioca, but it's in everything.
Now let me ask you real quick before we go to commercial. Do guys have issues? Because we seem to go through a period of stupid.
I really believe that men have hormonal issues as well. I really do. And
We have, we
They
don't
do.
have, but we don't call it hormonal.
A period of stupid?
Oh, what do we? That's because you're still 24. Don't worry, buddy. You're going to reach this age, and I'm going to see you.
Do men go through
You'll
foggy
know when
brain?
you go through menopause.
You'll know.
We get
Menopause.
menopause, right?
Foggy
we get,
brain.
But we get stupid. Men get dumb.
You don't want to go through it?
Hard pass. I'm going to tell you something. I hope to God I know you when you're 50. If I know you when you're 50, I'm going to take a picture of you.
We're going to Slick's wedding. What you talking about?
Are we invited to Slick's wedding? You know we're going to bring the cameras.
If it happens.
I'm going to get you
Not
hooked
if
up.
when. All right, we're sending this over to Vinny?
Yeah.
Look at this. They go right in front of the guest. Why not?
Seriously, you guys are too much.
They're
That's all I can
hilarious.
tell you.
It's a good thing she's a good sport. All right, we're going to go to 3.
Melissa, what's your last name? Bombshell? Sure. We're going to call her Melissa Bombshell. We got Melissa Frank. You got everyone writing and wanting to know what this is all about, and it's just amazing. Leslie, that you can help people so much.
Yes, we need to talk about that when we come back.
Vinny, you ready?
You know it.
All right, this day in history.
Hi guys, and today in history, where Beatles made their first concert in America and San Francisco of 1964. It was good time for them, but chaotic for them, since bands gone berserk every time they see them. That's your today in history.
Beatles' first concert.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
2020 Network is a platform to amplify
Favorite ever is Annie.
You know the song? The words?
The sun will come out tomorrow. Every single one.
You know the words?
Every single word to that
Why
song
don't you
I know.
do a
I used
duo?
to sing that song
Do a duo
everywhere.
Melissa Bombshell.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sing with Melissa, but back in the day when I
Yeah,
thought
but
I
she's
could
hurting.
sing.
She can't even sing. She has to hum.
That works. Love that song.
Because she's hurting.
What's she hurting?
She had some stuff done.
I don't think you were probably supposed to tell that.
I don't care. It was dental work.
Oh.
But you're going to be good to go Friday, right? Now, can you do me a small favor? Can you find somebody who has some video of you when you're there and have them send it to us?
Yeah, we have tons of videos of us playing.
No, I want the one for Friday.
Oh.
I want the latest and the greatest.
Okay, I'll have somebody film us on Friday at
Just
Lorelei and
follow
send
my
it to
craziness, because
Got
my
you.
son is on that side, and I'm going to ask him to take his girlfriend out to go see you. Maybe
You're going to Isla Morada. That's in the Keys.
Oh, you're going to Morada?
Isla Morada. It's called Lorelei.
I thought they were going to Tampa.
As
My
I
bad.
tell everybody,
all right.
put me on your three-way text, and I will help decipher and disseminate the information.
I know the Bronx. I know Pelham Bay. I know places. I don't know
And
where
what son
Island
were you
Morada
referring
is.
to, by the way?
What?
Which son were
Chio
you?
in
I'm
Tampa.
sitting here thinking, my son is over there. I'm thinking one is in Boca with a new baby, one is in Tampa, and that's nowhere near Isla Morada. So I'm thinking, do you have another son who's married that I'm
Yes, I have a
missing
third
out on
son
that
that you don't know
fact?
nothing about.
Who lives down in the Keys, I guess.
That's right.
Just say, I like to mess
Yeah,
with
Isla
you.
Morada is the Keys, south.
When I was in the Bronx, I worked for a company. They sent me to Naples, and then they sent me there. And I spent the whole day traveling, and I did a lot of stuff, and I saw a lot of business. And they let me stay in a room down there, I don't know, some hotel down there. And I woke up on a boat with no shoes.
That's a story.
That's all I know about Island Morada.
I want to, you're crazy too much. I want to ask Leslie, can you help people that are trying or have successfully stopped smoking or who have successfully stopped drinking alcohol? I don't want to say cure, we don't, but all this stuff has to have sat in your body for years. And even if you've stopped, your body has to have had some effect from it.
Sure, absolutely. That's a great question. So actually with the laser that we have, we can help you stop smoking so you don't have the urge to smoke anymore. One treatment. Yep. Same thing with sensitivities to dogs and cats and peanuts and fish and shellfish and all those things. So that's the same thing as we did with the tapioca. So yes, with that, this non-smoking, so we can help you to stop having the urge to smoke. And then after that, what we do is the detoxing of the nicotine. And then that red light, we put it over your lungs and over your kidneys and over your organs, and that just really helps you, create circulation, microcirculation. And that's what you want, because the nicotine gets stuck in all your, in your pores, obviously, but in your lungs. And you want to help with the blood flow so that that's flushed out easier.
Can you help people that have had pneumonia and open up their lungs? And
Yes, I actually have a thing here that was on the website of the National Center for Biotechnical Information, where they're saying that there are studies here that says that laser therapy can help with pneumonia and with any kind of issues with your lungs when you're having a hard time breathing. And we've seen that ourselves. I've had patients come in that would walk in and you could really hear them wheezing. And as we're giving the treatments, and they're talking to us, we could hear how their voice and their tone would just become much calmer, and they would stop wheezing, and they'd leave here saying, "Wow, I can breathe much better," and they'd walk out of the clinic much faster.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question, and this is a sensitive question. You don't have to answer. People that are getting the virus are coming back from the virus. They're not dying, thank God.
Thank God.
But my goodness gracious, what it's doing to their bodies is ridiculous. There's loss of lung function. There's loss of breathing exercise. There's loss of muscle tone. All sorts of things are going on. Can you help them?
Yes, I would say yes, and I know it's a very sensitive topic. But I'm going to put this this information. Maybe you want to put the link up, or I'll put it on my website or Facebook, and it speaks about COVID-19, that there's evidence here that says it will help with the most severe case of COVID-19, because what it's doing is it's helping restore the energy and the oxygen in the lungs. So absolutely it can help.
Can we put her on the BYOB segment video-wise, so we can put it on her site and then share it out to everybody?
Of course.
That's what I would like to do. I'd like you to come in here, sit in there, and do
Sure.
a video. Now you and me, and Dawn, we put together that show where you had for a month, and you were explaining all of this. And the thing is that we are a vat of disease. Do you know that our body spends 98% of the time fighting off the bacteria that we take in as human beings? It's just a common fact. It happens every day. And when it runs amok, things happen. Migraines. It's just your body running amok. There are things that happen in your body if it's not synchronized, that energy is lacking. You ever notice when you take sun and you sunburn, oh my God, you feel horrible. But then after it soothes, my goodness, you feel fantastic. And then your body's tan and you're looking good. Forget about the looking good part. Your body's actually using the energy that you're taking in from the sun. I mean, God wasn't stupid. He gave you a blueprint. If you listen, it works. Just stop being stupid.
As long as you don't drink when you're in the sun, it's a whole
Yeah,
lot
that's
better.
a different animal.
Yeah, and disease is manifested differently with every person. So it's really, when you look at the body, you say, what's going on? There's too many toxins, too much stress, not enough sleep. So all those things are bogging down your immune system, which is what we're now so all conscious about. I really believe that this COVID-19 was also placed here for us to awaken and say, wait, what's going on with our life? We've got to stop just eating bad food and not sleeping enough and stressing, and we've got to bring balance back into our life. And I really think this is part of what's happened. People are now really becoming aware of, they got to know what are they putting in their body. They've got to rest a little bit. They've got to have balance.
What about cortisol levels and hormone levels? Can the laser help restore those to homeostasis?
So we have various lasers in our clinic. So the one that we just use with red light therapy, yes, I've actually had a patient come in and she was sweating and I had also hot flashes. And after the detox again, we detoxed of the Roundup toxin, which you hear on radio and television all the time, that's causing Hashimoto disease and so forth. So we detoxed of that Roundup toxin. She had no more hot flashes. So just one detox of that. And then we can do with the other laser that we have your immune system. So we do the carotid arteries, the heart, the liver, the adrenal glands, the kidneys, and that brings back that balance into your body, and you can help with that, with the hormonal imbalance. So it's just really, it's at the end, it's all the same. It's just taking the bad out, putting good in, and letting your body deal with it and
Well, let me
heal.
ask you, because a lot of people take opioids for pain. Next thing you know, you have a problem because you can't live without it.
Right.
Your body's craving it. You're changing the frequency of your body to overcome pain.
Yep.
And you're going about it the wrong way. And the next thing you know, you're in the soup.
Yep.
Remember in the soup?
And the soup.
And all of a sudden, can you help people in the soup?
Absolutely. Well, Emily, that you talked about before, she was on high doses of opioids, and we're able to get her off, obviously with the help of her physicians and her doctors. But that's what we do. I had a woman years ago. She was on, I can't remember, like 350 milligrams of morphine. She came to us in a wheelchair, non-responsive. Her head would just be down, and we got her off very, very slowly with laser therapy, helping her with the pain, getting her off. And it took about a year, but she was off all her opioids.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's
And, you know,
unbelievable.
and the amazing, and Melissa, you've never heard this before. I'm throwing a whole lot of stuff at you because you have a ton of fans. You got people out in the audience and they're suffering. You know, a lot of people start to drink because of pain, and you and I have shared some stories. A lot of people have drunk themselves to get away from the pain, to stop the migraines, to stop the pains in your body, your feet, your ankles, your knees. You don't need pain. I mean, I was a catcher for 18 years. You think these knees don't hurt? Man, getting down off the stage, it hurts because these knees ain't the same no more. And you go to opioids, you go to different drugs, you go to different things, but there is another way. And I
It
know
really
it sounds
is.
strange because nobody ever taught you there is another way.
Well, more and more studies are coming out now, more and more studies, and we're going to start putting those on our website because it's just time for change. And also, you know, it's just time that the medical community and healthcare accepts this and says, you know what, we have to pay for this. I have so many people calling me and saying, does Medicare or Medicaid pay for this? And I'm sorry, it doesn't. And it's just such a shame because you could actually save money. Our government could actually save money if they would send them to us for laser therapy, or to, you know, anybody who does laser, because you can get them off their medication. That you're going to have less falling, less stumbling. We're doing some great things now with Alzheimer's. There are also studies on that where you are able to, you know, regain some of your memory. And just imagine what help that is, because there are so many people that are taking care of other people that are, you know, of their spouses that lose memory, and they're just, you know, it's just so sad. They're just sitting there and just not being the person they used to be. And with the laser therapy treatments to the brain, people start regaining their remembrance. So they remember who they were. They suddenly are able to draw a clock again, or
You
they
may
can
not
do all
wanna
these different.
remember him.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, the funny thing is, you are too good to be true. That's what I'm going to call you. Too good to
Aw,
be true.
thank you.
Because what happens is, and people are writing in, and people are saying
Yeah.
you're too make it too simple because you're breaking it down.
But it
simple.
is.
And Bombshell, you got a whole lot of fans in here saying hi. That's my good friend.
Aw.
So you have to write in there, hey, how are you? I mean, you got to look on the site. But the bottom line is, it isn't too good to be true. It's simple. Melissa's here. She's telling you that. Were you paid to come on here today?
No.
Did you give her a check? Because I didn't give her a check. You
No,
weren't paid.
no, I wanted to come out here and spread the word because
Talking to
I
you, Mike.
know. I'm sorry. I wanted to come out here and spread the word because I know that there are so many people suffering and going to neurologists who are just masking symptoms, or they're really not getting relief, and they're going from doctor to doctor to doctor and living the life that I did for so many years, and not achieving the things that they really want to achieve in life, or not enjoying the life that they should be enjoying. And it's really, for this migraine treatment, it's not expensive. It's not. I mean,
That's amazing.
Your life is worth more than money.
oh my God. I
Mhm.
mean, the
And-
amount of money that I spent
Mhm.
over years of seeing neurologists, even with insurance, and getting medications,
medications.
preventative, and then, you know, rescue medications, and then going to the hospitals. going to see her once and getting tested and then having the few laser treatments, it's like, and I'm a whole new person.
And
Well,
how do
but-
you put a price on
can't.
that? You can't.
And
Even
Melissa-
if it were, you can't put a price on
Melissa, I'm
feeling
gonna
good.
tell you, I took tetracycline for 3 years, every day, 3 pills a day. It destroyed my intestine. It made me diabetic prone. I'm not gonna say that I ate wrong, ate right, because I probably ate wrong, because my intestines were destroyed by taking tetracycline.
Right.
But they took that in the day, that's what you took. And it wasn't until I met Leslie that she said to me, okay, let's do this, and I went a different way. And believe it or not, your treatments have helped me. I haven't seen you in about 6 months, but it has helped me because of the virus
Can
and
you
everything
believe we
else.
haven't seen her in 6 months?
It's
Isn't
crazy.
that crazy.
Crazy,
when you say
I
that?
saw her virtually.
We
I used to
haven't
do her
we
show on
haven't seen
Tuesday.
her. I know. That
I'm
sounds
a-
like so long, and it has been.
It has, and your show was fantastic.
Thank
the
you.
problem is, and Melissa, I'm going to turn it to you for a second because I want to get your input to all of this.
We're going to go to commercial break first.
Okay, but I want you to think about this question. You get overwhelmed with all this information because we only have a couple of hours of show. And you get this, and you have a history, you have stuff that you went through. You've seen stuff. You know people. I don't know how else to promote this lady because she changes your life, as Melissa will tell you.
And it's so many things. And the roundup piece is interesting. Here's how this whole universe is so crazy. Remember, you asked me, you did a whole deep history. I'm just getting my crew ready to go to commercial break. On do I remember the first time when? And the first time when, I was in elementary school, and I remember they sprayed the yard. And I got desperately so sick. And the show I was supposed to go see that night was Annie, because that was my all-time favorite, and I never got to go because they had sprayed the grass in elementary school. I didn't get to go see the play, and it was Annie, and you played tomorrow. And all of that toxin sat in my body until I was 40, and I developed Hashimoto's. So all of that, everything you just spoke about in the last segment is 100% my story. And I never even put it together until you guys were just sitting here, and none of this was paid sponsorship. I'm
Wow.
sitting here thinking, holy smokes, you're playing Annie, and you're talking about Roundup, and you're talking about Hashimoto's, and here I sit with this autoimmune disease, and we just got to deal with it. And my insurance company, back to that, told me as of September 1 they will no longer cover my medications for my Hashimoto's. So
why?
Because insurance companies can decide not to cover anything. So I still need it because
That's
I
crazy.
need it, and I
And
have to
then
pay
what?
for it. And then what? I need it. So.
Wow.
So you talk about coming full circle as I sit here, and none of this is scripted. This is just 100% authentic where I sit. Anyway, I hope there's a camera on Lenny because we're going to kick this over to
There
Gubba
is.
Rum. And when we come back, more with testimonials with Leslie Carmen and Carmen Care. So this segment brought to you by...
This portion of the show is brought to you by Gubba Rum. You can find Gubba Rum in vanilla flavor or coconut. This is 35% alcohol and is made organically. We call it Wicked Smooth. It goes down so easy, so nice. Thank you. Gubba Rum, Wicked Smooth.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of Scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation. Visit gubbarum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Amy Minty combines the hilarity of For Better or Money, the eroticism of For Love or Sanity, the mystique of For Sink or Swim, and the suspense of For Sex or Revenge, making her fifth novel, For Strip or Gamble, her best to date. Get your copy at amyminty.com or amazon.com. Get yours now.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You know that one. You have to know that one. This is your all-time favorite.
I know it.
What's her name?
Evita.
No, come on. What's her name?
He didn't play enough of it.
You know her name.
I know her name.
The most beautiful sound I ever heard.
Named
Right?
The most beautiful sound I ever heard.
a girl named
Maria.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Bam. He got it.
That's
Ding,
from
ding,
West-
ding, ding, ding.
That's from West Side Story.
Is that not your favorite?
That's from West Side Story.
Yes.
I tell you, I'm going to hang a banner in here.
Sounds like.
I love West Side Story. And I'm going to put it for the kids to watch. We're going to have popcorn and hot dogs from End of the Ave. End of the Ave. If you want the best hot dog in Atlantic Avenue, in all of Florida, End of the Ave is where you got to go. I meet them everywhere.
That's good.
I went here, I went there, I met them.
We should do like Fish Taco Thursday or something. We should
We
call
should have
and do
them here
something for
Friday.
tomorrow.
Friday.
Or Friday.
Friday. This is my
How do you like his wand? His
They gave me this.
wand. Anyway, back to your question. We have a few more minutes. We are here with Leslie Carmen from Carmen Care Advanced Wellness Institute. Yes. Okay. We're going to go with that one.
You go with that one for today.
No,
It's all about
wait,
helping
hold
people.
I had asked Melissa,
Yes.
Bombshell, how do you feel about getting all this information thrown at you at one time?
I love it.
Really?
I feel like a sponge, yeah. I always love learning new things. I'm always open. I listen to every single angle. I don't form an opinion until, like, I hear everything. So I'm very intrigued. Like, I'm listening to everything she says. I think it's fascinating. And my daughter, I was just telling her, suffers from migraines. And I know people, many people, even people that come to see us who have things that I think that she could probably help them with. So I have her card, and I'm going to spread the word.
It's really funny. Women seem to suffer more from migraines than men.
What does that tell you?
Is it a hormonal thing? Is it a lot of it hormonal?
Or
Well,
is it just
so this
men?
is what I was told by the doctor who trained me, that like Melissa was saying, so we think it's hormonal because on those special days we tend to eat specific things. We go for chocolate, or we go for sugar, we go for, I don't know, something that we normally wouldn't eat. And then that's actually when it triggers that resistance and it causes a migraine headache.
Wow.
Makes sense.
First of all, don't say that we give you migraines. Because I already know what you think.
I'm just a perhaps, maybe.
We are a victim of your migraine.
You know, I've been told it's not so easy to live with us, and they understand and they go through it. It's like we are pregnant. We're not pregnant. When
Oh,
you're
no, no,
pregnant,
no, no,
you're pregnant. We
Wait,
are
whoa,
not
whoa, whoa.
pregnant.
It is easy to live with women.
It is?
Yes, if you
Okay.
like living with pain.
Oh, jeez, thank you.
Dun dun. We need a drum set.
I mean, think about it. There's a tolerance of pain, and there's a non-tolerance of pain, right?
But here's the thing, as girls, we get through life and you get to that special time, as Leslie calls it, in your life, and that changes your life for the next 30, 40 years. And
What?
And every
No.
Yeah, that long,
Really?
sure.
Do you think
At least
if
it could.
girls be at 12,
Okay,
about
okay.
12 years old, they
Hold
can
it.
start going through
What
puberty.
is the start age of that year?
12, about 12, 15.
Wow.
It's getting younger and
Between
younger.
12 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 40 years, you're gonna live with all this?
Until you hit menopause, and then that's a whole nother special gift
So you
that
should
God
date
gives
women
you.
when you're 52.
And then a whole lot more fun happens at 52. But then you start knowing this cycle, and it's 2 weeks you start feeling uncomfortable, and then the other 2 weeks you're uncomfortable again, and then the anxiety and what comes with it, and it becomes life. And you just learn to live with it, but it changes you.
But you see, that's the thing. It shouldn't.
Cycle. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt
No,
you
no.
like that. It becomes a big cycle because even if it's not a hormonal thing, you have the anxiety of thinking that you're going to have a migraine, which will cause a migraine.
And I remember your stories. You've had clients that you've helped that couldn't go to the beach.
Yes. Oh, for
They
sure.
couldn't walk. They couldn't
Yep.
participate in life. Forget if you think migraines, you go, oh, I can deal with a migraine. You have people who couldn't even participate in life and get out of bed, and you have helped them regain their life back.
Yep.
And ride a bicycle even.
Yes. So they have endometriosis, which is, terrible pain for the women basically when they have their menstrual cycle, and also otherwise they'll just have terrible pain. And the funny thing is, there again, it's just a detox of dioxin, and dioxin is a herbicide that's in all the foods, and you've got all the girls eating all these vegetables and trying to be healthy, but if it's not organic and it's sprayed with these pesticides and herbicides, you're ingesting that.
Well, wait a minute. I gotta get this right.
Freddie's
You're
like,
telling,
forget
you're
eating
telling me
healthy.
that women at the age of 12 to the 52
Mm-hmm.
are going to be in pain
Every
once a
2 to
month.
4 weeks.
What?
Every 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Every 2 to 4 weeks.
Because 2 weeks you ovulate and you
Well, then
release.
stop
and then,
ovulating.
As we can put that on and off.
4 weeks, you
Wait a
got a whole
minute.
nother
If you take the pill,
situation.
doesn't it stop you from ovulating?
It's definitely a
Can't even
help.
For me, I wasn't able to take the pill because the hormones in it was exacerbating the migraines.
Yep.
So that wasn't even an option for me. I tried everything, and nothing worked until I was able to take an anti-seizure medication that off-label
Oh my
was
gosh.
sort of preventing the frequency of it. But
And this is every woman? Every woman
Yeah.
goes through this?
Pretty much, you'll have some women that have more pain and some women that don't. The very athletic girls that have a fat content, body fat that is below the normal, they don't ovulate anymore. They don't have their period because they don't have enough fat in their body. So, they maybe don't deal with it as much. But generally, yes, all the women go through this,
So
unfortunately.
this is happening from 12 to 52.
Yep.
Wow. Did you know this?
And just so you know, I'm 53, and you've had a whole nother level of joy with me right now.
Yeah.
I know.
oh my God, you've got to be kidding.
All the fans
You
that
knew
are on
this?
in the studio right now, that
Everybody
would be
starts
me at
around that
53.
time, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you have a relationship when people have headaches and they're all over the place? That is very scary. How long does this last? 2 weeks? 4 weeks? 4 weeks?
You
That's
get
a
it
whole
at
month.
2 weeks, and you get it at 4 weeks. It's
No. How long does it last?
usually
Couple
what,
of
3 to
days.
5 days.
Okay, so relationships should take a break in that period.
In that period, yep.
Send her off.
Well, back in
somewhere.
biblical times, that's what women did. They would go cohort with the
In the
other women
desert.
in the red tent,
No,
and
the
that's
re-
where they
the
would
red
go.
tent?
Yes.
There's a red tent?
Yes.
All right. That's it. I'm all in, baby. Red tent.
That's why women's got to stick together. They would all go and cohort
Dawn, but
for a
don't you
time
understand?
period.
We are suffering in silence.
We have silence for
Because
you,
we can't help you.
but Leslie can, and that's all I can say.
Yes,
is
we can help.
Leslie can help.
Yes, with the detox. But you know what? I want to put a positive spin on this because I was very thankful when I did have menstrual cramps. I said, you know what? I am thankful because I have
Because
a
you weren't
beautiful
pregnant.
daughter. No, because I had a beautiful daughter. And so I think that's something that we just have to be so thankful for,
That
you
we
know?
have the gift that we can do what we do.
That
as
we
women.
can do what
And
we
it's a
do.
gift.
Yep.
It is 100% a gift. But when it does these other things, you think there's got to be
Wow,
help.
It is complicated being
Yep.
a woman.
Very
And
complicated.
we deal with it,
Oh
but
my
there is
God.
help. You don't need to suffer. And
I
this is
didn't
a
know
show I
this.
want to do, and Leslie actually can be a part
The
of this.
hormone show?
Mm-hmm.
No, what your friends don't tell you. This
Yes.
is a new platform I want to create. That's not a business platform.
Yep.
We have a lot of business platforms. We have BYOB through Ant Media Productions. We've got the Editor's Desk. We have the Brooklyn Cafe. We've had all the shows that they do. We've had all these interviewing shows. I want to create a show called What Your Friends Don't Tell You, but They Will If You Ask. Because no one realizes that everyone is going through something until you say, oh, I have this. Oh, me too. I didn't know other people have this.
Yep.
There's help. And from every age demographic, from 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, we all go through this, and men too. We all go through this something, and you think no one else has this until you ask, and they, well, yeah, I didn't know I could do something, or I can.
You turn all of mankind about this big. I didn't know this. I'm telling you the truth. I had no idea.
Yeah, but you have sons. You don't have daughters, right?
I don't have daughters.
Yes, if you have daughters, men who have daughters, they know.
But even if you had daughters, if they don't tell you, this is where I'm going. I mean,
You would
guys-
know.
You would know.
You would know. She'd be
Listen,
like,
I
Dad.
dated women in my life, and I always wondered why they were a little bit left of reality.
Why, you only saw them a couple of weekends a year?
Yeah,
a
left them
month?
in parts, yes. That's a different story. I did that,
That would
yes.
be why.
I left them over here, and I left them over. I
But
left them
Leslie,
in movie
this
theaters
show
and
that
walked
you want to
out.
put forward, this is the new platform I want to create, and you would be a great host for this.
Beautiful. Thank you. Love to.
Absolutely. And, you know, the bottom line here is men, I'm talking for men, will only learn the lessons of what you're going through if you talk about it.
Mhm.
And you explain it. And you explain it through life course. Guys think we know everything. And I tell you, guys go through menopause. Is that what we call it? Menopause. I call it stupidity pause. Because we get dumb. And we sort of go to the left. And we don't realize that there are other things going on around us. But, yes, I will cheer it on. Absolutely.
But
because
this is
it
a
will
new show. I want to
educate.
create a new platform with a variety, like we do with BYOB. We've got different hosts at different times because everyone comes with a special gift and a special story. And this is something else I want to create. I know, I don't sleep much. I create shows. I have more than shows, but we create platforms because there's so much information to get out there, and our delivery is going to be different than Leslie and having Melissa on, or Bombshell on, or Natalia, and you talk about foods. I mean, it can go any which way, all generations. And what those two are laughing about in there, they're probably laughing about you, is all I can say. Here, Val.
You know, the bottom line is that you have to deliver something that people will accept. You have to deliver something that people will put an ear to and not turn it off because, that's a woman thing. And that's the difference between learning and not learning. And don't act stupid if you're given the opportunity to learn something you don't. And today, I'm going to tell you, you ladies are taking me to school. And I had a sister. And my sister always told me, this is what I'm going through. I never heard this. I didn't know it occurred from 12. Are you serious? How the hell can you have any relationship? How the hell do you make, you guys are so above the rim to make it work. It befuddles me. What is
Oh,
it?
well,
Befuddles?
Yes. It
Befuddles
does.
and befuddles.
I mean, if I'm in pain, you think I want to have a relationship? Get the hell away from me.
Red tent.
Red tent.
Wow.
Anyone ever read that book?
No.
It's a great book, by the way. It's a biblical book, and it talks about the women in
Red
the Bible.
tent.
It's called the
You
Red
got me a
Tent.
red tent.
It's the women in the Bible and what they did, and every month, and they would all come together in the tent and support each other and have their babies together, and it goes back to women supporting each other, back to biblical times.
And it's funny because yesterday was the 100-year anniversary of women getting the right to vote, and applaud that. And today is the 101st day, 100 years and one day that men had to suffer the truth about what's going on. Because I'm going to tell you something, we got a whole lot of learning to do.
Oh.
We really do. And the bottom line here is you can take that any way you want. But I can show you the difference between every great man, allegedly, there's always a great woman. And you know something, even LeBron James, when his wife tells him to throw out the garbage, he does it, pretty much.
And if his mom says it, he says, yes, Mom.
That's right, we always love our moms, that's the way it works.
100%. Leslie, how do people find you? And Melissa, if they want to contact you?
Yes, you can call 561-405-9577 or go to carmencarelaser.com, or we're on Facebook.
Amazing.
And I actually do some consulting with holistic doctors. I mentioned this Dr. Ronald Drucker. who had gotten me a lot healthier in general. So you can reach me at medsolutions.com. I'm sorry, medsolutions@gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
Leslie,
Great being here
amazing.
again.
It is so nice to have you back in studio. It's been, I can't believe 6 months. That's crazy. But
Crazy.
And Bombshell is where on Friday?
Lorelei and Isla Morada.
Isla Morada.
And what's the website?
Bombshell
Dot
band.
It's funny, you and Billy got to get together on that.
I don't even know. That. Bombshell.band.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to close out the show with Slick. Slick is one of the biggest fans and biggest advocates of Amy Minty for Strip and or Gamble.
Just let me know when I'm on, guys.
As soon as he's on, guys, we're going to bring him over.
There you go.
All right, this segment has been brought to you by Amy Minty's most recent book, For Stripper for Gamble. And for Stripper for Gamble, and I'm only talking to the guys, you can get a good female perspective because she has 3 females in there that are muy caliente, like Miss Scarlett. So pick up Amy Minty's recent book, For Stripper for Gamble, and have a great rest of your day.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna say and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Sweeping me away like an for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to reapply.